Oh god. Why does every stream start with me coughing? Or not? What? Then no stream starts like a normal stream. Why? Why can't my stream start like normal? Anyway. Welcome one all to another Umineko stream. This time, I'm not gonna faint in the middle of the stream because of tiredness. I swear, really. Hello, Zane and Dogpit. Okay. Which was my last one? I think it was this one. Okay, what was it? What were you talking about? Oh, you're talking about Beto. Okay, got it. And what if that stretched out for a month, a year, a decade? What if it lasted for 1,000 years, like the world witches? Hi, Victor. I see. You skipped for a long time, it would mean that you're at death as far as society is concerned. Hello, Rush. If you remain dead for that long, not only would you be unable to catch up with all you missed on the world at large, you'll also lose any motivation you might have had when you left. So, even though you'd be alive, you could say that you died once. You'll never again be able to regain the self that you once were. You'll never revive. Beto lost any chance or hope of winning. Even though she knew this, she pretended not to and kept on fighting for many, many games. So Beto would not return. Her hopes were crushed. She spent all the willpower she might have used to regain the will to fight. I do not play games with the Grim Reaper. If I did, I would be on first name basis with him. Therefore, that Beatrice will never revive again. That Beto who just sat around the whole time with empty eyes in the 5th game must have been her corpse. She managed to remain on the game board despite it all. But even then that corpse was wiped away. If Beto had been the game master at that time instead of landing to Delta, the game board itself would have vanished at that moment and everything would have ended. Kind of thing, if Beto started to lose the will to fight back near the end of the 4th game. When Beto loses her will to fight, the world of this game disappears. However, the witches want to keep playing this game board world, so they have now to bound Beto in place with the curse of that shackle. I don't know, Carrie, if Beatrice is dead or if she's quote-unquote dead. Or if the real world Beatrice is dead, or... There's a lot of Beatrices to consider when you ask this question, is Beatrice dead? Should use that shout to make sure the game board won't disappear. Even if Beto did lose the will to fight. In chess, this would be the equivalent of removing the set timeline for each turn, making it endless. However, simply having the game endlessly plot on Beto turn would cause the witches to die from their illness of boredom. So, clarifying your question, is the witch Beatrice who is the Game Master dead? I think the Game Master Beatrice might be dead. I think that might actually be the case. And dead in the sense that the... This just conforms to my theory about what being dead in this game means, which is the identity known as this will no longer be participating. The identity known as Beatrice the Game Master is no longer participating in the game. I suspect that the real Beatrice will come down again as a player. Ooh, yeah, no, that'd be kind of cool. If the real Beatrice came down as a player, that'd be kind of neat. Starting then, Beto's existence was no longer one of the conditions necessary for the game to exist. This is probably why the shackles binding her to the game board were released. And that explains why she disappeared in the 5th game. So, when Oni-chan managed to reach the truth, it was one game too late for him to tell Pete about it. The 5th game was a form of charity lamb to Delta's parts. She mentally showed Bowser some mercy as the witch certainty, acknowledging his strong desire to reach the truth no matter what. How can you call that charity? It's just those fickle witches killing time. Let's get back to the point. So, that means this weird Beto isn't the player Beto. She's just a piece Beto. Yes. And if that is so, you would expect her to turn out as the Beto everyone knows well. That should also be the kind of Beto that Balor wants. You mean he wasn't satisfied with just a doll? When playing with dolls, one can project the personality they desire most onto the doll. However, since you're acting out their part, nothing unexpected can ever happen. You cannot hope for an unanticipated happiness. In the human world, there's nothing so boring as predictability. That's why the doll can become a person's best friend in the world. You eventually get bored and outgrow them. Oni-chan only wants a real Beto. Can't bear having a doll that could only make act like Beto. A Beto born as Balor's piece would probably move exactly according to Balor's wishes. She's a piece, so it's only natural. Pieces move according to their players' directions. Hi, Ark. And then he keep moving in any other way. I see what it is Oni-chan wants. Then just use this weird Beto. Battler might be trying to revive Beto in the truest sense. It's the never-dying dream held by the children of man. You just used the red to say that wasn't possible. That Beto has no chance of reviving. However, that doesn't mean that it's impossible to create Beto again. Wait, is Battler about to traumatize? Is Battler gonna go through the entire process to traumatize the fucking Beatrice he made to recreate the actual Beatrice? What the fuck? I hope not. Have you forgotten? And that Brinket Cell herself revealed Battler's true form at the end of the first game. I mean, Beto's true form. Now I remember. You said something about Beto exists as the incarnation of the rules. Rules and information brought together. Oh, time for Battler to traumatize some orphans while screaming Beatrice. Victor, I really hope that's not gonna happen. Brought together, Omi took the form of the witch known as Beatrice. If that pattern is followed once more, the same Beatrice would be born again. Perhaps one could call that a resurrection. In other words, that weird Beto. It's like the egg of Beto. No, it's a chick. Ah, so it is indeed Beatrice before the trauma. Got it, okay. My read last time was about exactly on point. Got it. That interpretation is probably accurate. In short, this Beto is a chick that might become that Beto. Was that even a metaphor back then? I don't know. I never kept up with it, but if that was a metaphor back then, that'd be fucking something. Especially if it ends up being, if it wasn't a metaphor back then and just ends up being true, Carrie, that'd be something else. You don't think so? Or you're still gonna make a joke? Go ahead, it's fine. And that means this pure and lovable kid will eventually grow into that screwed up crazy witch. It might have been in 2009 at least. In 1986, in 1986 Japan, I almost certainly fucking not. In other words, that Beto is a baby version of the Beto we all know. So, just like how no person is born evil, the newborn Beto isn't evil either. Even though she really is a different person, if you measure her by her basis, her soul, then maybe you really could call this resurrection. However, this reality can't possibly be easy to accept. Though she may technically be Beto herself, she's also, without a doubt, a different person. And that way she acts will make anyone feel as though something's out of place. Oh, how entertaining. Also, does Battler really want to resurrect the evil Beto? I think we can all agree that Beatrice the Witch is probably not actually evil. Like, I don't think she's evil, I think she's traumatized as fuck, to be frank. You read aloud is far from boring. I wonder if you even really need someone to read aloud for you. Looks like you already know everything. I only reached that thought because I'm engaged in conversation with you. God, I know that this is a strong metaphor for the writer and the reader, but I also can't help but think this is a strong metaphor for the streamer and the fucking chat right now. I know that's not intended, but I'm getting that fucking feeling right now. My thoughts are more numerous than the stars in the sky. I'm here to know everything to a child man like you. Okay, I'm not comparing myself like that though, fuck no. However, without you here, I'm nothing but a weak, sickly person without even the power to think. If you just sat down in the first place, I'd agree to read for you a lot more easily. Oh, my mood just happened to improve. Don't get an overswelled impression of yourself. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you this, Angie. I'm trying to say my brother's trying to make his own big titty psycho witch chef. No, yeah, that tracks. God, that is an accurate way to put it, Darkbit, and that makes it funnier. I think over your life is nothing more than a leaf when we lose after losing it as a bookmark. Please continue reading. That's how I choose to interpret that. Okay. If Valor knows everything or right about what happened to Beatrice, you can imagine wanting to rescue Beatrice. Oh, fucking of course. I mean, Beatrice checks all Valor's boxes aside from murdering his family, yeah. But also, unironically, Carrie brings up a good point there. If we're correct about Beatrice and what happened with Kinzo and overall, and trauma, lots of trauma, Valor probably does want to save her. Now, what that means in the real world, I don't fucking know at the minute. I don't even know for certain if Balor's still alive in the real world, but I guess we'll move on with the assumption that he might be alive. Maybe. Possibly. Far from boring. You really do make an excellent Miko. Feather rocked back in her rocking chair and looked up at the ceiling, laughing as though the conversation itself was pleasant for her. Andrew slowly figuring out how to deal with this strange witch. This person was also bored. When a sick person has been in bed for a long time gets too bored, they sometimes act in a rebellious manner. On the other hand, they also get a little bored of being treated kindly all the time. She may want to be respected for her superiority, but it's probably more interesting for her when she's spoken to a little rudely. What a coincidence. Not exactly how I used to be. Anyway, when we learned in the fourth game, there's no doubt that there's some kind of bad blood between Beto and Oni-chan in the past. Not quite correct, Angie. It's not bad blood, it's that he did something wrong. That, like, you don't have to do something wrong for there to be bad blood. Learning about this, Beto might give us a key towards finding the truth. Oh, it does seem so. It's caught my interest as well. Let us read that her tale too. No, sure, as you wish, my master. As you wish, my master. Angie raised her hands like a conductor, and the bookshelves in this bar study responded. Once again, so her books floated out and began to swirl around Angie. And so begins my personal hell of infinite fucking flashbacks. Kinzo's study is the room belonging to the master in the human world. So the side in the world of non-humans belonged to the master of the game board. It was a place where he looked down upon the humans. Therefore, it's understandable that one might mistake the imposing, robe-clad man in the center of the study for Kinzo. If only for a second. It wasn't Kinzo. It was Balor, the one who had taken up the position of Game Master. And who had become the new territory lord of this world. God damn it, Balor's become the witch, that which we swore to destroy? I mean, with Eric on the opposing side, I'm about... Was a person last night observing Balor? Could you clarify what you mean by that, Carrie? By last night? If you mean actual, like, yesterday for us, or... The only fucking thing I play currently where it's like, hold on, I need to clarify which timeline you're talking about. Was the last person last night observing Balor the person who was locked by the chain last night for us? Okay. That was Angie's seemingly dream, but Angie's we're going with Peace Angie, which means... And Peace Angie has been declared an observer of Featherin, so... Probably was observing Angie was probably observing someone. Who she was observing exactly, I'm not sure, but I think she was observing someone. Weren't they looking at this room? We don't know. They looked to be in just like one of the normal rooms, honestly, at the time, and they were looking out into the hallway. It looked like one of the rooms that normal people get killed in. You think the metaphor for Kinzo and Balor is accurate, but in a different way than you think? After all, Balor is responsible for creation player Beatrice, isn't he? Oh, I see what you mean, Darkbit. You're saying Kinzo's responsible for Beatrice's creation, but Balor is too by virtue of him not coming back. I see what you're saying. That's an interesting way of thinking about it. Around Balor's world, glowing fragments sparkling like the night sky. And the floor was what appeared to be a red magic circle. To the outside would be appeared to nothing more than an incomprehensible geometric shape. No, you can't blame a 12 to 18-year-old for that. That's not fair. Look, technically speaking, if he broke his promise that led directly to all this shit, technically speaking, we can blame Balor. Very technically speaking, but you know what? Technicalities, that's what we work with here. Let's go. Beatrice would agree with me. Remember, she said Red Tex is all Balor's fault. You think Kinzo abuses is the one more responsible? I'll go with Victor's interpretation. Hey, no one ever said that Beatrice was a fair girl. Beatrice is very clearly not exactly the most fair. Based on what we know from episode 4, Beatrice wasn't created until after Balor left, at least not as we know her. Exactly, Darkbit. After all, Balor never met Beatrice before now. The outside would appear to be nothing more than incomprehensible geometric shapes. But Balor, who stood at its center, was the outline for a new tale. A new line grew across the magic circle, following Balor's gaze. The question is whether Beatrice we know predates canon. A good question. So, I think we're generally in the theory right now, correct, that Shannon was first, and then canon, but where does Beatrice fit on the timeline? Is that what we kind of go with? Is that what we agree on, or do we not agree on that? Now, Victor's wondering if canon was the first scoping attempt, followed by Beatrice. Darkbit's saying that he's responsible for creating Shannon canon, but is not responsible for creating Shannon, but is responsible for creating Beatrice. Canon's been around for 3 years. Yeah, Beatrice has... Well, that gets a bit complicated, because Beatrice has been around for, like, a lot longer than 3 years. But, still confusing. So the thing is probably that he was created in response to what happened to Shannon. Okay. Then, at the instant connect with the complicated symbol, the entire magic circle flashed brightly. It's possible there was a Beatrice before Shannon. So you're proposing that that Beatrice might have been like the first one, and then Shannon came after? Interesting idea. So, how does it look? It is splendid, my lord. The sixth game is complete. As Balor wiped his forehead and finally relaxed, Genji was standing behind him, watching over his every move, nodded deeply in response. 2 years ago. The most interesting thing about what happened 2 years ago as well, Victor, is that Kraus built the guest house 2 years ago as well. I think that's the only thing we know of that happened 2 years ago as well, which is a bit interesting, especially because I think, right, not long after that, he must have died. Because remember, it was, right? No, so he was alive during the conference that happened that year, most likely. He died in between. The next conference he was dead for, and this conference he's dead for as well. So it seems like it's likely that he was... It depends on the exact dates, but it might be possible he was, the portrait was up for... The portrait went up in April? How the fuck? That was... The date was said? Okay. I didn't realize that. Good catch, Carrie. Yeah, you saw it when you were editing. Still good catch. How is up being Game Master meant you can make the tail however you want. So Kenzo died before October 1985. Yes, he had to have died around then. This is seriously harder than I thought it'd be. You must write up multiple tales to make the inner and outer sides of the story match. And yet you have displayed such skill, and it's hard to believe that this is your first time. I believe even Erika-sama will be satisfied with this game. Well, hopefully it matches great detective's tastes. At any... Balor tries to write fantasy for the first time. Genji compliments him, apparently. At any point between October 1984 to 1985, as he was live for the last conference. Yeah. Genji said an optimist. Genji, you fucking dumbass. You expect Balor not to have a breakdown this episode? How cute. Still, I gotta honestly respect Bito now. Now I believe that she managed to create such complicated stories so easily. It was not easy. Beatrice almost spent a long time deliberating, and each time she would tell, she would worry over various contradictions. Yeah, right. Even if she was writing this now, she had to make everything line up. Yep. You can't have the magic scenario saying everyone's blown up into smithereens, and then the real life scenario be, oh, their bodies are right there. Be like, what the fuck are you doing? Or maybe it's more, no, that's completely incorrect. You can't have fucking If in real life Natsuki dies, she has to die. She can't be alive. That's probably how it actually is. She's constantly battling with logic errors. Logic errors? That is when the two sides of the tale do not meet, creating a contradiction. When this happens, comes a fatal violation of the rules known as logic error. And the game board will immediately collapse and be destroyed. Ah, so that's what Balor accidentally did. Got it. How the fuck did Balor accidentally create a logic error? How the fuck do you accidentally logic error yourself? What? Foreshadowing is a little... Okay, yeah, that's great. It is the greatest and worst form of error that the witch side can make, and one which must always be avoided. So I'm just wondering, how do you accidentally logic error yourself? Like, shouldn't that be obvious? If you make the logic error that... Oh god damn it, no one was dead at the time that of that wedding. Balor, did you not let anyone die in your game? Is everyone fucking alive? Even though most of them should be fucking dead? Balor, are you being fucking too sentimental again? Balor! Vito got close to bumming into those several times in our games? She fought with them every single time she graded a game. I believe it grew even more difficult for her as she became a more effective opponent. Ah, so you think this game I made is good enough to show Beto? Yes, of course. Has Beto still not woken up? It's been a while since her body was formed as a personification of the rules. Is she still not awake? Having time for a while longer, Genji answered. She woke up 3 days ago. You're concentrating on the construction of the 6th game, so I decided to wait before telling you. But yeah, I don't see Balor making a mistake that creates a logic error. I don't really know how you can... Like, if you know the entire state, the full truth, I'm not quite sure how you accidentally make a logic error. Like, what? Like, does Balor be like, wow, no, fucking, George is alive at the end of the game? And it's like, no, he isn't, dumbass. You know he isn't. It's like, no, he should know that if George is actually dead, he should know George is actually dead. So it is very confusing already. Like, I'm not quite sure how you accidentally a logic error. I mean, Carrie, it is entirely possible that it happens in, like, another game entirely. And, like, episode 7, it could come up. But, like, yeah, it's obviously going to happen at some point to someone. No doubt about it. Which stuff, Brinkisser was pretty pissed off with him. But, like, what do you do as a witch to make a logic error, then? So, like, it has to be a contradiction. What did he say exactly? That is when the two sides of the tale do not meet, creating a contradiction. It's probably your first iteration of the magic side and human side, because if it's a game board versus truth, then game aside from 3 would be logic errors. So I guess that means the result of what the witches do, whatever the magic side does, have to make sense in the end result of the... Oh, really? Yeah, I bet she's so all drowsy after sleeping so long. I really want to show her my game. No, it's more than that. I want to show her my... I have to show her my game. You think you can make the argument that what happened to Erica last time was a logic error? I mean, it wasn't necessarily a logic error. I think what happened was just, like, her truth could no longer be true, so she needed to adjust it. It's an error in logic, sure, but it's a logic error that you can easily adjust. So how could you, like, have a logical error that's, like, fucking hard to fix, I wonder? I need to tell her I've understood everything. Balor's face broke into a smile. There's no trace of his expression of the hatred he had once felt towards Beto for murdering his family. In a way, that was the final mystery of the 5th game. Yes. When Balor reached the truth, there was a great change in his impression of Beto. Does that mean Sarah to assume that there really was kind of a connection between Oni-chan and Balor and Beto? You think the logic error is something that happened in the Game Master's end? Did I wind up with a contradiction? Is just shoddy work. That does seem to be what Genji did say. It's like something Beto had to avoid. It was ever something Balor had to avoid before now. So I think you're correct there, Victor. And I forgot all about it. However, Balor survived this in the 4th game and asked Beto about it. And within the story, this was denied by the Red Truth. 6 years ago, no person called Beatrice existed for Balor.
6年前にベアトが存在しなかったとも受け取れるし。
So, we can read this as saying that Beto did not exist 6 years before, or something mean that she had no connection to Balor at that time. However, either way, Balor did not visit Rokujima at all for the next 6 years. October 4th, 1986 should have been the first time Beatrice and Oni-chan met. If so, why was there already some kind of bad blood between them? I don't have a clue what that means. That Usho made Balor's sin, which we would question Balor about in the 4th game. Also still laughing at Erica's shoddy reasoning. Ah yes, they ate the They ate the bodies! Of course, Victor! And the rules force you to do certain things, and you could probably create a logic error if you have to continue the killings, but Erica's like completely seal a room with the cupboard in it. I suppose that would make sense. Oh shit, right, I was thinking about something, I forgot what I was thinking about. Did any deaths happen aside from Game 3 after Shannon and Cannon died? Yeah, there we go, made my thoughts. Fucking took me at... I was thinking about that. I can't remember my answer. Brain Brock. Might give us a clue. Interestingly enough, in episode 4, I realized He found Shannon's dead body. He did not find Cannon's dead body. So, as far as we are concerned, Shannon only died after everything was over. And Shannon and Cannon are the same person, and that fucking well wasn't an entrance. Yay! Tons of people die in Game 1 after Cannon dies. Game 1 is the worst one. It's actually the easiest one to carry, because it's very easy to go, nah, Cannon was alive the entire time. Nanjo faked to death. Easy as shit. Game 2 is what you're thinking of, but we don't know the exact time of their deaths, do we? Did anyone else die after Shannon was found dead? Because I don't think anyone else died until the midnight happened, right? Am I going crazy about that? Like, in Game 2, no one died after Shannon was discovered dead. Until the very midnight where everything went to an end. Because I think it was, can I pull up the character sheet? Nanjo Kumasawa died after Shannon? That's not actually all that clear though, is it? I mean, their bodies were discovered after Shannon, but it's not really impossible for it to have happened beforehand, you know? Oh, true, they could have died before. Yep. The result of Oni-chan's sin was Beto? That almost sounds as though Oni-chan created the witch called Beatrice himself. Almost as though Beatrice is Balor's piece. Huh? 6 years earlier, Balor committed a sin. Because that sin, people died. The killer was Beatrice. Actually, did Shannon come to Goda and Genji to explain everything to Rosa? I can't remember exactly. Right, there was a point of contention. They were listed as being the last two Twilights, even though they died in the story before. Yeah. That could have been the point where she took out Nanjo and Kumasawa? Not impossible. The killer was Beatrice. You consider the possibility that everything is connected to Balor's sin 6 years before. As though they only died magically, they'd still be alive, but what would that accomplish? I'm not entirely sure. It was a random thought I had, basically going, hold on, does anyone actually die after those two are taken out of the game? It's like, I don't think anyone necessarily dies. Or I don't think you can prove that they weren't the last ones to die. And yeah, Shannon's episode 1 death is so opposed as Ken was still around afterwards. Reminder for episode... Actually, right! Now I remember why I fucking got on this track. Holy shit. Okay, I remember now why I got on this track of thinking. It's because I was looking back at the games with their Nox's Nox's commandments. I was actually thinking about the games back in that way. So that I remember now why. I remember now. It's because Balor never saw Shannon's corpse. I forgot about that. He was only told it was Shannon's corpse. And Cannon's corpse he never saw either, just being told that it existed by Nanjo. I remember that now. Yay! That's why episode... You gotta think with the Decalogue in mind. You gotta think back on the episodes with the Decalogue in mind. Any body not observed by Balor could still be alive, theoretically. Which makes it so that... That means Hideyoshi has to be an accomplice, right? Surprising enough, maybe yes or no. Like, theoretically, if her face was actually, like, partially intact, then yeah, he has to be the culprit, but otherwise... Yeah, otherwise, there's the canon had to point out the ring on Shannon's finger to Hideyoshi. Yep. It's a bit confusing in that regard. But also, episode 2, game 2 then confirms under the Nox's Decalogue that Shannon was actually dead in that room by herself. You have to remember that. Shannon is actually dead in that one. Did Balor see it? Balor did indeed see Shannon's dead body in episode 2. I remember that. He went into the room, he looked into the hole in her head. So she is definitely dead at episode 2 time, and once she's dead, no one else might have died. Episode 3, like, you gotta look through it at the Decalogue, which changes a few perspectives, which is kind of fucking cool. As a detective, he would know instantly. Yep. God, it's... I almost want to do an entire stream just looking back on episodes 1 to 4 with Nox's Decalogue in mind and some of the things we can work with from there. Almost, because, like, this is fun shit. It makes you think a lot. Like, Balor likewise never examined Shannon's corpse in episode 3. He took Nanja's word on it. Yep. Sorry, I should probably read the game. I should probably keep reading instead of doing this. Okay, that raises the first question. If you saw stuff, who hid the gun in a locked room? It is a good question because the biggest issue with the true locked room in episode 2 is that the only people inside of it were Goda, Shannon, and George. Everyone died, there was no traps, and the killer was inside the room. From what I remember during episode 4's Mystery Tea Party, where Lambda and Bernie talk about some stuff, they speak on that and say, like, yeah, no, he's fucking completely wrong there. The only times he looked over Shannon's body himself was in episode 2 and 4, where she was definitely dead. Yep. God, I love doing... I'm sorry, I know I should be reading, but I love talking about this too. It's really fun. Like, I definitely I'm gonna look back myself eventually, but I definitely recommend looking back on episodes 1 to 4 with the Decalogue rules in mind that were established in this game to figure out, like, hold on, does this make sense? Can we... Like, there was... Because I remember we had some questions originally, like, wait, are we certain someone's dead? Is Balor trustworthy in identifying dead bodies and stuff? And we had these other things, and it turns out, yes, Balor can be 112% trusted. His eyesight is always going to be true, and like other things like that. Like, it's fun. Assuming Shannon's death in 2 and 4 was suicide by gunshot, how she did remains to be figured out. Not incorrect. Wait, what was the state of Shannon's body in episode 4? I think Shannon was nearby to the well. I think she was the farthest in the back from everyone else. And I think she was in the nearest to the well, if I remember correctly. If you consider the possibility that everything is connected to Balor since 6 years before, then the one who created Beatrice was Balor himself. Right, Darkbit's completely correct there. If she shot herself, the gun goes down the well. Very easy one to hide in that case. The question, of course, is episodes 2, which... The only explanation I can come up with is a kind of stupid one, which is grenade. Which, as I said, more than a little bit fucking stupid if it was like Shannon just took out a fucking grenade, pulled the pin, and killed them all. Be kind of stupid. Like, was that Natsui's good luck charm in her box? A fucking grenade? A grenade filled with... You're pretty sure all 3 bodies would be eviscerated if it was a grenade. As I said, I don't put much, if any, stock in it. For a very good reason. If Oscar in episode 2 was lying face first against the desk, dark thoughts, but in that case, Victor, isn't it entirely possible for her to, like... isn't it entirely possible then to, like, slam her head into a fucking spike? in her skull. Very dark thing to say, yes, but what if she just kind of went, spike on desk, head, just did the Joker thing and just went, let me do a magic trick, bonk, and she died. Like, I don't think that's necessarily possible, but I guess, maybe? I thought it sounded almost as though she was Balor's piece. I don't get it. If Oni-chan sinned in some way, it must have been something much lighter than murder at the very least. Someone caused this huge massacre in retaliation for that. It's totally out of proportion. Beto killed our family. Mom, Dad, Oni-chan, everyone. I can't believe Oni-chan's sin was anything deserving of that. The weight of a sin depends on the person measuring it. Even a sin so light that Balor might have forgotten. Could have been something so serious, Beto, that she hated him enough to now say his whole family is foe 6 years after the fact. Not incorrect, Feathering? I want to have a nickname for you, but I don't know what works. Like, not necessarily incorrect for the what people think goes wrong and shit, but like, just checked and the snake was lying next to Shannon in episode 2. How the fuck would she have killed? God damn it, that makes it so confusing. I'm trying to think, what was I gonna say? Right, I think Beto said in episode 4 that what happens on the island wouldn't happen if Balor came back, right? Was that said? I'm trying to remember exactly. Huh? That actually seemed like an important clue then. She would have been the only one staked without the actual stake in her. Huh. Interesting way to put it, Dark Bit. Something about how if you come back a year before, it wouldn't have happened. Okay, thanks for clarifying there. Well, even I think that even if I think that bit excessive, more importantly, if she were a person like that. I find it hard to accept that Balor would act so friendly towards her after discovering the truth. Feathering's observation was extremely interesting. Yeah, Shannon's never staked after her death in episode 2 and 4. The Balor himself checked the stakes and realized that they couldn't have been murder weapons. Interesting. Incredibly interesting, in fact. I will say as well, there is a question that still isn't answered for me about episode 4. Which is, of course, everyone was involved. It seems like everyone was involved almost in what the fuck was happening. Except maybe George. And that's only because he didn't get a chance to talk after he met the magic shit. So what's really confusing that she was staked, the room was described. Oh, sorry, what I was saying. Episode 4 is a good old question of Balor finds everyone dead. How the fuck did they die? Why the fuck were they dead? What were they all doing together before he died? Why were people working together? It's very confusing, to put it simply. Like, if fucking, like, let's be honest here. If Kirei was about to get murdered by someone, would she really keep up the it's magic shit, or would she say the truth? Like, it's very confusing. I don't think they're claiming she's not dead, Carrie. I think they're claiming that the whatever killed her was not the stake. Like, I think that's what they're saying. I think that's what Victor and Darkbit are saying. Kyrie would say the truth unless she had a gun to her head. Essentially, Zane. Like, Kyrie, I can believe a lot of other people may be making that mistake, but Kyrie is just... No. Featherine's observation was extremely interesting. In a past game, Pio said clear that Onichan's sin 6 years before was the cause of this 2-day tragedy. I still don't know what kind of sin it was. However, he figured it out at the end of the 5th game. He even apologized to Beto. Even though she was a witch and massacred his entire family in retaliation for a sin of 6 years before, Father apologized to her. Claim here is the stake wasn't used as a murder weapon, not to mention the stakes were used to stage the bodies after a gunshot like Balor figured before. Shan could do that for herself. Absolutely true as well. It really sucks overall because, like, episode 3 I think is one of, if not the easiest one to figure out, alongside episode 1. Episode 2 does have some mysteries that are really hard to figure out, and episode 4, you can figure out that a lot of people are lying, but you don't, we still don't know why they're lying and stuff. Like, it's still a big question mark there for, like, why are you lying? Confusion. Why would you say this stuff? Why did you all end up dead? That was taking Kiri's body and forward, realized it took way more punch than the stakes were capable of. Yep. Of course, it was the player Balor who apologized, not the Peace Balor whose family had been murdered over and over again. But even so, Balor must have remembered something at the end of the last game that made it feel like apologizing. This sin from 6 years before. Does this mean that it's hidden somewhere in the tale so far? I have already formed a theory about it. Would you like to hear? Oh. Let me hear it. I can't tell you yet. I mean, I call it a theory, but I'm probably just exactly correct. You know how it be. I'll enjoy being the only one who knows the answer for a little while longer. What a fucking thing to say. Well then, I guess I'm done reading for you. Oh well, we can't have that, can we? Have some patience to read a bit further. My theory's still nothing more than a guess. Once I'm certain of it, I'll tell you. Well, she's been going through previous games. She knows there's only one instance referenced in the story 6 years ago. One event, even. Yep, one event. The power of we keep rereading over and over again is incredible. I just wish that there was better ways of doing it in-game instead of having to use the LP archive. Because I've tried rereading in-game. You know what would be nice? If I could fucking click this. If I could fucking hold, like, scroll with this thing, but I can't. Everything. I have to click. It sucks. Okay, my master. Actually, you want to hear what comes next after all. Oni-chan and Beatrice. What kind of connection is there between them? I mean, that would probably be the only key to the truth of this world. I mean, we only have one thing that happened when Balor was on Rokujima 6-0 when he was talking to Shannon. Yep, nothing else so far. Learning that will probably be the only key. After all, remembering that was what enabled him to reach the truth. Beatrice! Welcome, my lord. Beatrice-sama's waiting for you. This way, please. Damn it, Valor, don't scream that. Look at this. Wrong Beatrice, also in Ecuadorian. How fucking convenient. This is totally just a reflection of what actually is happening. Like, I'm sorry, we're in Ecuadorian with Virgilia, aka Kumasawa. Are you fucking with me right now? This place was a villa set aside for Beatrice's use. It was a site for her only, built so that she could spend her days without being affected by the outside world. My heart began to race. I'm so glad she was able to revive and that everything's okay. Okay, what the fuck's going on? Beto is a personification of the rules. So even though she was destroyed once, it's about to be reborn again. Valley quickly seen her reviving Beto's body, we had trouble summoning her soul back. I don't know, fuck. Interesting, Balor's GM is using human forms for his furniture. Yes, but also I'm fucking... Oh, this is fucking me up greatly because I'm just like... This is... I am not reading Balor's fucking dialogue here. This really feels like one of those double conversations. It really fucking does. So unbelievably strongly. It feels like I'm reading something else. I'm... Like, are we sure I'm not just reading what fucking Kinzo felt at the time? Like, Jesus Christ. However, during the time he had spent immersed in the creation of the 6 games, she had woken up. This just happened 3 days ago. Barry let himself be led into the kitchen dining hall, I mean. The dining hall had been set up for his and Beto's use. Valerie even has a cape now. Yeah, it doesn't help me, like, not feel like I'm reading a certain kind of... Yeah. I can't separate. Not right now. The dining hall had been set up for his and Beto's use. It existed so they could enjoy some black tea while discovering the truth. Now they have finally reached it in its entirety. I want to tell her. I want to tell Beto that I found the truth. Valerie couldn't hold back his excitement over his miracle he had been granted, that Beto was waiting for him in the dining hall to hear what he had to say. How's Beatrice? Same as usual? Is she in high spirits? Oh yes, she's in very high spirits now. What the fuck? Carrie, what the fuck? Okay, Lambda, I agree. Lambda, what the fuck? She's been with you all this time, my lord. Oh, yes. Is she in the dining hall? Is she eating something? That's alright. It doesn't matter either way. You'll be surprised. Beatrice! When he swung open the doors of the dining hall, Val was greeted by a wonderful sight. Though the food had laid out on the table was particularly sensational. It was arranged beautifully and a champagne bottle stood there waiting. This video ain't even gonna make any food metaphors. 0 out of 10. Can I lower that score even more? And then the person inclined the funeral dress with beautiful golden hair bowed deeply in greeting. Beatrice? Yeah, my sincerest gratitude for giving me this form. This is fucking cursed. Look at this shit. Blushing Beto, upset battler. Cursed as fuck. Beatrice, a witch reborn from the rules. She has not lived 1,000 years and her behavior is vastly different from how it once was. She is a witch who does not even know how to use magic. However, she has no fear of magic circles or spider webs. Almost though she's just as human. She adores battle and considers her purpose to devote herself to him. I get the feeling this is gonna be incredibly fucking painful to read. Just the worst to read. Heart is gonna blow the fuck up reading this shit. Ick indeed. I'm gonna take the high ground and assume this is fucking Kinzo's and Beatrice's early experience together. I'm gonna assume it's like that. Come on, don't worry about that. I'm so glad. Beto. Without finding the Balor, the truth would be good, but it seems we just falling to hell. This is a very I saw Balor and finding low. The Balor finding the truth would be good, but it seems we just fallen to hell. Or have we climbed into hell? Purgatory? Climb? Yeah. Balor rushed up to Beto and hugged her tightly. Just to make sure her body wasn't just mist or an illusion. I solved your riddle for you. But then, before I could tell you about it, you went and disappeared. I'm right here. I will not disappear. It's okay. You can stop talking like that. I'm not gonna ask you for anything in return. Anyway, I want to apologize. And I want to talk with you. I don't even know where I should start. You've done nothing you need to apologize for, Father. I'm just glad to be of service to you. Beto? I was born for your sake, Father. Please, let me support you. Hold on, me. Battler, what the fuck are you doing? Crawling back to me? I was born for your sake, Father. Please, let me support you. And Father? Congratulations on completing the 6th game. Sorry, I'm trying to get into the voice for this more optimistic Beatrice. I told you, stop talking like that. This is totally creepy. Do you find this style of speech displeasing? Well, you know who appears Beatrice, God's own father? No. Please forgive my rudeness. Well, I don't find it displeasing, but it's not like you. Why do you want Natsui to be fucking... No. Stop. Stop. Why? Bad thoughts. Bad thoughts. Banish them. I guess I like the way you usually talk best. Beto smiled vaguely. Well, it probably looked as though they were both smiling over the same joke. However, Beto's smile was literally vague and uncertain. Never, Zane, never. After all, she didn't know she was supposed to talk. Anyway, Vito, since what kind of joke is this? Don't tell me that the great Beatrice-sama decided to cook for me. I am incredibly unfucking comfortable right now. Like, I can't even put into words, but I am actually like, I feel incredibly uncomfortable right now. Like, I'm squaring my seat because this is just so like, ugh. Like, ugh. No, don't like, do not like. But I heard that you had completed the 6th game. I want to see if I could prepare a modest reward to congratulate you. Beatrice-sama really worked hard to make this. I didn't even blow a hand. No, I didn't. Does becoming a witch just make you insane, Lo? I mean, I'd believe it. Wait, what? When did he finish the 6th game? Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, he finished making it. He did. The 6th game hasn't started yet. Yeah, Carrie, he didn't end in the blink of an eye. That'd be fucking hilarious. Like, sorry, I played through the entire rest of the game overnight. Sorry, didn't tell ya. That'd be quite something. The food on the table really was modest and inexpertly made. You tell by looking at it that Beto, who wasn't particularly skilled with cooking, had given her all when making it. However, signs of discomfort and irritation were beginning to appear in Balor's face. What? What is this all about? Oh, well, I said Beach, so I decided that you would like to congratulate. Sweat was starting to show on Kumasawa's forehead. She was also feeling uneasy. Well, you know, Balor realized that it wasn't just his imagination. Rio turned her back to Balor and stuck a corkscrew in the champagne bottle. Then she showed it to Balor. Father, congratulations on the completion of the 6th game. In the hopes that you will prove victorious over your longtime rival, Furuto Erica. Pop. When presented with a champagne bottle and a sound like that, anyone would think the cork had been pulled out. However, it wasn't cork, it was the bottom of the bottle. High quality champagne that Beetle had procured splashed all over the floor in her dress. Then the same sound repeated several more times. Each time when the plates or food on the table was knocked into the air. Father, do you find the food displeasing? Every time you hear Beto say father, die low inside. I am dying immensely right now. I am fucking suffering in my seat. I hate this. What the fuck is this? Stop. Who are you? I am Beatrice. I was born for your sake, Father. No. Who is this? This isn't Beto.
そして俺
And
は
don't call me
お父
father!
様なんて呼ぶな。これはどういうことだ。
What's going on here?
何なんだこれは。
What is this?
ベアトを呼ん
Can I
だやつなん
revive
じゃなかった
Beto?
のか。源氏。
Genji, what's this all about? My apologies. But that is indeed Beatrice-sama. Like how it is! How is this supposed to be Beto? She's totally wrong! A fake! No, this is Beatrice-sama.
ゲーム版のルールに従い生み出された紛れもなくベアトリーチェ様ご自身
It is without a doubt Beatrice-sama who was born in accordance to the rules of the game board.
いや、こんなのはベアトじゃない。
No, this isn't anything like Beto.
ベアトってのはもっと
He was talking this weird way. She laughed rudely and more and more.
それから
いいえ
No, this is unquestionably Beatrice-sama herself.
様ご自身でございます
じゃあどうしてこんな喋り
Then
方
why
を
is
す
she
る
talking like that?
どうして俺をお父さん
Why is she calling me father?
ベアトリーチェ様は
Beatrice-sama was only born a short while ago.
かつてのような振る舞いをいきなり
Before I could expect her to act as she once did so soon.
国というものでございます。
まだ記憶が戻らないということなのか。
Are you saying that her memory hasn't returned yet?
親方様
My lord. Is this meant to be metaphor for Kenzo and Kuwadori and Beatrice's relationship? I don't think it was Kuwadori and Beatrice's relationship. I don't know. I don't feel like this is Kuwadori and Beatrice's relationship. I feel like this is our Beatrice's relationship. A metaphor for the double-sided conversation for that. I think. I feel. I'm guessing. This was most certainly
ベ
Beatrice-sama.
アトリーチェ様ご自身ですしかし親方様
However, she's not the Beatrice-someone you know so
ベ
well.
アトリーチェ様ではありません
That's why I'm not sure. I don't know if this is the storyline of Kuwadori and Beatrice or the Beatrice we follow, because the only time we've seen Kuwadori and Beatrice and Kento talk with each other, it was certainly awkward as fuck, but like, I don't know. I just don't feel like this is quite what I would have expected.
どういう意味だ。
What are you talking about? I'm the game master, right?
どうしてベアトを
I can't revive
蘇らせられないんだ。
ええええ。
Oh, yes, she has most certainly revived.
しかし
I really hope Beatrice-sama has lived for 1,000 years. Or had, rather.
ベアトリーチェ様。一方こちらのベアトリーチェ様は
This Beatrice-sama, on the other hand, was only born a short while
生
ago.
まれたばかり。
You know, I'm not actually sure about that, Zane. It was never really clear to me if Kento thought of Kuwadori and Beatrice as actually Beatrice, or if he was just like... I don't know, because the idea that he kept trying to... Afterwards, he kept trying to make it Beatrice still makes sense to me, and it's also because that Kuwadori and Beatrice literally cannot be our Beatrice, because holy fuck, they'd be old as shit. They'd be like, even at the time of 1986, they'd be like in their fucking late 20s, early 30s, which compared to all the other siblings would be fucking old. And also, she dead. She dead as shit.
違う人間のように見える
She appears to be a different person. Well, that just can't be
仕
helped.
方ないことでございます。
じゃあどうやったら
Then
ベアとは蘇る
how can I revive that Beetle? Her body is right here.
魂はどうやれば蘇る
How can I revive her soul?
同じ1000年の人生を
If she lives the same 1,000-year life again, she should become the same Beatrice-sama that she was
ベアトリー
before.
チェ様にもなるでしょう。
1000年を待て
So I'm supposed to wait 1,000 years?
人の性格は
A person's personality isn't dedicated solely by their birth. Okay, I see what you're saying. I don't think I don't. I'm not sure if Beatrice would be that, if Kinzo would be that far gone when he met Kuwadori and Beatrice for the first time. I'm honestly not sure. I don't know for certain. Do not know for certain.
その後の生き方や経験によって
Can change based on how they live and what they experience. Do you understand? Even though this is the same Beetle, she is not the same. I get it. Even you had two of the exact same persons, you could change enormously depending on their upbringing. At my neck. Okay. Usually we use the term person to refer to your person, not their personality. However, since humans recognize a person by their personality, they might as well be two different people from a human perspective. That's so true. Why the fuck am I here, though? I'm just a Frenchman, right? Right? Aren't I just French? I don't trust this shit. I don't trust this shit at all. That's so true. That tragedy 12 years ago happened. Missy might have been a cute girl who could smile without looking weird. Am I doing an earlobe analysis? No, I'm doing an analysis of the fucking... Look, I don't trust this man not to be fucking the child or some shit like that. Or related to Kinzo in some way. I don't... Look, I see silver hair, I see that eye, and I'm just going, I don't fucking trust this shit with a damn... Fuck, is he gonna move his hair and then you're just gonna see a massive ass scar or some shit?
失礼ね。
That's rude. I'm cute enough right now, thank you very much. I understand. If a personality is what makes a person in our eyes. You'd say that a second personality is a different person entirely, even inhabits the same flesh body. You think Yamakusa is someone we know? I am incredibly suspicious of him currently. At the very least, I'm a completely different person than I used to be 12 years ago. Yeah. As in, my family came home 12 years ago, then the Angie that resulted would be a completely different person from me. They don't really understand personality that's for certain. Even the same human can become completely different people. In fact, depending on their upbringing and endless possibilities, they can become an endless number of different people. Endless 9. So just because it's the same Beto, there's no guarantee at all should be the Beto that Oni-chan knows as well, so well.
ましてや、ベアトリーチェは1000年を経た魔女。
And on top of that, Beatrice is the witch who lived 1,000 years.
人は3日あれば死ぬことだって生まれ変わることだってできる。
Person can die and be reborn in the span of just 2 days. 3 days. Okay, you've been working on something, you don't think Angie's dead.
それが1000年じゃ。
1,000 years is just too long.
あなたはなかなかできる読者のようですね。
It seems like you're quite a skilled reader.
波の読者相手だったら。
For most of my readers, it would be necessary to devote several hundred pages. It would be necessary to devote several hundred pages to explain how a single human
別人になりうることを説明するために数百ページを
can become a different person depending on the depending on their upbringing, the passage of time. Angie might have died in 1998, but the person that left the island might not have been Angie. Oh, so the same theory I was going with Battler then. Okay, I get that. I like it even. Okay.
あまり読者をなめないで。
Don't underestimate your readers. We aren't just reading.
読んで。
We read and we think.
100人に読ませれば。
If I give up my work to 100 people to read, 90 will actually be able to.
しかし意味がわかるのは50人。
However, only 50 will actually understand what it means.
そしてそこから
It's not even 20 will be capable of thinking beyond that.
20人もいない。 よく噛んで飲み込みなさいと。
Yet all that acid they chew before they swallow. Swallow.
それだけの
I think more than that. That's what the metaphor is about Barley. If Angie that left his life for 12 years while searching for the truth leaves all behind Rogojima, then the one who returns is no longer Angie. Okay, I like that.
しかしあなた
How it seems like you are one of those precious 20 readers.
貴重な20人の中の一人らしい。だからここへ招いたのです。人の声。
That's why I invited you here, Tom, man. You tell us that Angie didn't die because this Angie's exactly the same one as the one who died. Okay. It was actually hard. It was hard to actually like this Hachijo Toya person. However, though this forgery she had written was still in its first stages, it definitely felt as though it had something very similar to the tales in those message bottles. Speaking metaphorically, one might call it a scent. An indiscernible, stern atmosphere, like a stuffy library. The teacher wrote this message bottle to Hachijo Toya, different people. And yet, this was the same scent as that tale. I see. This is why some of those curious winters were so senselessly devoted to her. Their keen sense of smell were able to sniff out that familiar scent. That smelly smell. That smell of the smell. That very particular smell. You know that smell. We all know that smell after all. It's that smelly smell. Sorry, I might be having a tiny bit of fun again. Very well then. Please continue reading. There will be nothing more entertaining than watching your face as you glance over the words. That and speaking with you. I guess it's true that writers are always starving for opinions of their works. Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't have the time to read all the way through this thick manuscript. More importantly, I came here to... what did you come here to do? Ah, but you have all the time in the world. Both the second hand and the pendulum of the ornate clock and Hachijo have been moving the whole time. However, absolutely no time passed for a while now. Ah, so this chat is mostly made up by Hachijo Toyas. Yep, at least a lot of the bullshit here is. Only about 3 minutes had gone by since you entered the room. Bleh. See? Time isn't something you have to worry about. Time everywhere will leave you alone until you finish reading. Next page, Missy, next page. And Makusa badgered me to turn to the next page. So I did just that, biot. So I returned to the world of the tale once more. Why does her tale have the same scent as burnt beaches, I wonder? Is it because she actually has reached the truth that she claims? Does that mean that anyone knows the truth could create an endless number of message bottles? Is that what the cat box word is like? I see. Maybe she really is an endless witch herself. In fact, maybe anyone who knows the truth can become an endless witch. Time to create my own message model? I don't think I should write any more fanfiction. Last time I did that, I got fucking deep. Endless Tale created by the Endless Witch. The 2 days starting October 4th, 1986, where my family is being toyed with endlessly. I have to end it. I had to find a hint of the truth from within the story and end this endless tale.
どうだ、ベアト。
What do you think, Vito?
俺の作った
How's the next game I made?
第6のゲームは。
Oh, this poor fucking girl has no idea what she's expected to say. No fucking idea what she's expected to say. God damn. Well, you're not the type to give me an honest compliment anyway, are you? Probably say something more like, not bad for a common fool like you. Not bad for an incompetent fool like you. Is my fucking face broken? God fucking damn it. It is. God fucking damn it. There we go. Heh. Now that I've seen what it's like to be Game Master, I understand everything. Now that's edited. You really have had to work hard during each and every game. I think she's just responding to what he's thinking he should be like. For a game is not such an easy thing. I think the day would come when we both would congratulate each other like this. Oh god, she really is just repeating back what he's saying. Creating a game is not such an easy thing. I think the day would come when we both cry. God, she's just a fucking parrot. Oh, wrong. This isn't Beto. Balor slammed hard on the desk, but the Peace Beetle showed no reaction. After all, Balor hadn't ordered her to react. It was easy to revive the Beetle as a piece. However, it would only move according to Balor's wishes. Having a conversation with it was no different from talking to himself. The Game Master could summon any kind of piece. He moved those pieces any way he wanted, reigning as an absolute god among gods, men among men. However, for that very reason, they were just pieces. That made it unbelievably lonely and sad. You create many kind of furniture, I suppose, several tales in the past.
はそれを
I saw that. I was sure you were having a great time doing
お前は
it.
きっとさぞや楽しいだろうなと思っていた
だが違う。
But that's wrong. You were unbelievably lonely.
孤独だったんだ。
お前にとって俺という自ら
It must have been such a relief for you to have an opponent in me who would actually go against you.
今の俺には痛いほど理解できる。
I'm painfully aware of that now.
礼儀正しい。
That weird, polite Beto.
確かにお前なんだ。
She is you. I don't doubt that.
1000年前の
The way you were 1,000 years ago.
しかし別人だ。
However, she is a separate person.
お前の姿に瓜二つだからこそむしろ許せない。
The way she just looks like you is what I really can't get over. I can't stand it.
しかしコマではないから俺の意志に
However, she's in a piece so she can go against my will.
コマのお前なんかよりあのベアトの
Sure, unlike the piece you are, that Beto is much more alive.
それは認める。
I acknowledge that.
だが違うんだ。
But it's all wrong.
あれはお前じゃ
That
ない。
isn't you.
お前の生き別れの妹
She can lease her person like a long lost sister or something.
だからむしろ
That's why
どうしても受け入れられない。
I just can't accept her. As much as you hated this piece, Beto. Valor felt even stronger for the chick, Beto. Valor felt even stronger dislike for the chick, Beto. Even after a whole 1,000 years, she still wouldn't become the original Beto. Even if she were ordered to act like the original Beto, she would just be an imitation. This is very similar but a separate person, and definitely not Beto herself. Then, in the previous game, Beto really disappeared for all of eternity. Even after becoming a game master, there's no way to revive her.
笑えよ
Laugh.
ブザ
Laugh at how pathetic I am. Just give it a rest already. You're just an illusion won't laugh unless I order to. You can't even get in and laugh unless I keep on ordering. Just disappear. Man, this is a sad... Man, seeing how Valor was from episode 1 and 5 to this is just sad. Oh, fuck yeah, it is. I'm just feeling... I feel almost like tearing up at this. Man, Nachi's first show Beto at least gave good advice. Betos aren't meant to be used to torment... Well, actually, never mind. On Rojima this day, or rather this time around, was the same as ever. The typhoon would be coming very soon. The clouds had grown thick, but they were moving quickly. Hey, it's the game board. Hopefully we'll be happy game board. What a fucking fun joke that is, eh? The only thing on Natsu's mind was a plan to cover Ken's absence for this year as well. Kraft's weird to have suffered a stomachache from the stress he was having to rest in his room. Jessica and Kumasawa left in the boat to go shopping and greet the incoming relatives on Nijima. I see, so we're opening without that pretense anyway. Ken's salvage is gone from the start. Yep, he's now forever just gone. Look at this shit. Man is not here. Gone. Jessica... The Stern's been busy since the early morning preparation of the family conference, the greatest event of the year. Shan and Cam were getting the guest house ready. Shouldn't the guest rooms in the mansion be more than enough to hold the relatives? Good point. It is pain to clean up here as well. Even so, I like to clean up the guest house. Yes, it's nice and quiet without Madame or all the annoying servants. Shannon gave a non-committal smile as she performed a detailed examination of the guest room. Seems like forever since we had a Shannon and Cannon scene. Yeah, it really is something else. Ramp, ramp. Do we get to clean anything? Do we need to restock anything? Just diligently gave the room one final check over. You're pretty much props in that game. Not incorrect at all. In fact, very fucking correct. You checked everything you threw in last night, correct? You really are dedicated. It's on days like this when you tend to get pranked if you're careless. Careless. You can never find important things when you need them. And things that are supposed to be closed turn out to be open. That's because you're too careless. You don't pay attention while you work. I guess that's why you're helping me check. Thanks. There's nothing to thank me for. If you were a little bit more alert, I wouldn't have to help at all. The truth is, you wouldn't want to be with just me, right? See, this is a sort of conversation that makes me think they're the same person. Abso-fucking-lutely same. Honestly. Like, holy shit. You're such a kid. That's not it at all. It's because you're so ecstatic about George-sama lately. Messing up so much that I can't let you out of my sight. Cannon-kun? Let's chat a bit. We can't do that. We're working. Keep making fun of me, George-sama. How's it going between you and Jessica-sama?
別に何も。
Nothing's going on in particular.
そんなことよりちゃんと仕事は。
You have time to talk about that. Let's go ahead and finish this. What? Ken was very obviously trying to change the subject. So Shannon snuck up right behind him, pushed him down onto the bed. What the fuck? Why you turn my lady down my lady when she asked to go out with her to welcome the relatives?
仕事は。
Because I have work to do. Liar. I don't actually have any work at all. Self-says scene. Oh fuck. It is. Okay, I guess we're doing self-sus now. Not what I was expecting, but I guess that's just what we're doing. That's what's on the menu today, boys. All the self-sus. I'll get your mind up. Sorry, a bit too much fun, Shannon and Ken had switched roles. Normally, Ken was the one in control, but when it came to romance, it was the opposite. As Shannon had said, Jessica and Ken were supposed to be the ones to have gone to greet the relatives at Nijima Harbor. However, Ken suddenly claimed that he had work to do, so Kumasawa had gone instead. Ken didn't have any work to do. Shannon knew this, for reasons. My lady told me, despite everything that happened over the cultural festival, her feelings for you haven't changed.
僕は。
Even though I'm furniture. That's right. And I'm furniture too.
なのに。姉さん。
And yet you're in love with a human. Also, Jessica is in love with Ken, but Ken isn't real. Does that mean she's in love with Shannon in reality? I suppose that's entirely plausible and possible. Mind how messed up is it that Jessica's telling Shannon how much she likes Ken? Quite. Probably a lot, actually. Frightfully so. And yet you're in love with a human. Even though that's never going to be possible. You think so? If you think that way, it's what makes us furniture.
僕はジェシカを上
I
手
don't have any special feelings for my lady Jessica.
お使い
I don't think of her as the daughter of the family we serve. Really?
本当さ。
Really? You're thrown for a loop that Canon X Jessica is encouraged by Shannon? What does that mean? She fucking wants it all? I'm not quite sure myself right now. It is very interesting, though, indeed. Or undoubtedly, it is very interesting, I should say. What? You know, there is a chance that George-san will propose to me tonight. What? What? Why did I make that sound? Why? Bisexual Queen Shannon. Wow! Oh, Jessica's better than George. Abso-fucking-lutely. Rush. Shannon wore an incredibly peaceful smile on her face, but Ken could tell that there was no way she let him change the subject. Shannon must have realized she must have made him help out in the guest house in order to talk to him about this, and she clicked, and I mean he, clicked his tongue softly. Wait, if Shannon's also Beach, does that mean Shannon's in love with all the older cousins? That is quite a funny. That's probably correct, and that just makes it funnier, honestly. You really think you can marry a human even though you're furniture? I think I can. This goes beyond a love triangle. Is it even a love triangle when it's all for the same fucking person? Does that even count? That's impossible. Why? The dream furniture that George-sama is a match for you is something that you can never give. You can never give him. Oh wow. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean you can... What? I'm sorry, hold on. What do you mean you can never... Why? Huh? Didn't... Okay, hold on. Someone go back to episode 2. Didn't... Am I going crazy? But in episode 2, didn't Did George, in the prologue of episode 2, did George say what he wanted from Shannon? Because I don't, like, doesn't he just want to get married? I don't see any reason that, like, that she can't, like, I don't know. The wording here is slightly odd to me in that, like, if it was a case of, you know that can never happen, or whatever the fuck, like, you know, if it's being like, oh, your positions, oh, one of you's head and shit, it'd be like, oh, that can never happen. Instead, it's... You can never give him a happy family and grandchildren. He wants children? Can Shannon not have kids? Is that what the fuck? Can Shannon not have kids? Is that what that means? It's just the wording was strange enough for me to think about it, because it's like, again, well, if she's intersex, maybe? I don't fucking know, but like, oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. We aren't humans. We're furniture inferior to them. Oh, Jesus Christ, you think of yourself like that. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, so that's what it means to be furniture. Oh! This is Shannon. Cannon, no. Don't think of yourself like that. Oh, fuck. That's a set of shits. George-sama only thinks they're human. Oh, well, that's true, but... I'm impressed that you managed to trick him for this long. Do you think you can keep tricking like that forever? Even though you still haven't been able to tell him that you're furniture. It has never been mentioned that Shannon and George have never been intimate. True, but it's... If what is being said here is not... Oh, wow, no, Shannon is fucking... They had sex and he doesn't realize she can't have a kid. I think it's that she can't have a kid, period. And also, you know what? Unironically, Carrie, that's a good point. Yeah, George would totally be the kind of fucker who goes like, no premarital sex. Fuck that shit. Never. Never in 1,200 years. I'm a good Shinto boy. Being furniture or being human has something to do with this. I mean, George-sama will accept all of me. Also, if you needed a scene, no, he's Christian. Is he Christian? Has it been mentioned that he's Christian? I thought he just did the general Shinto shit. And you still don't have the courage to check and make sure. Trans. It's questionable in this case. So the only reason I'm not straight up going with trans is like I'm thinking about it like this. It's like if I talk about Covenant with God when they got married in episode 2. Oh, that's a good point there, Carrie. That's a very good point. I'm just thinking like if it was trans, why would Shannon, or sorry, let me correct that. Canon wouldn't be a coping method. It'd be, right? Like, I don't feel like if they were willingly trans, they would be like fucking calling themselves like this, you know? Like, I don't think they would. Like that's the issue. Like, can you imagine a trans person going like, "Oh no, I'm fucking like I can't have a kid. I'm fucking the worst." It's like, I guess maybe, but at the same time, it seems a bit hard to believe that if they had willingly transitioned to like canon, they'd be saying this about themselves. I just don't quite believe that. Or am I saying someone else trans their gender without consent? It's Kinzo. You're actually coming around to Carrie's point of view, but that doesn't explain canon. Not even as him as a coding method. He's more the peasant one, the one who's more into the furniture. Not incorrect there, Darkbit. Not incorrect at all. I do think there's something with gender almost certainly going on here, but what's happening exactly is still very unclear. You know, I've been planning on saying yes. Like, I think it's been as clear, like, the fact that Canon and Shannon are different genders really leads into the idea that there's something gendered going on, and this conversation, if we take it to mean, like, if we take this conversation to be about, like, I don't, like, that, if we're taking this conversation to mean that Shannon cannot have children for whatever reason, then it does get a bit more confusing. Also, Shannon's been in the Ushima family since she was 6. There's something going on there. You think the family know? If she was always presented as female, might mean they wouldn't know. Maybe? If she was always presented as female, like, darkest thing I can think of is Shannon was originally a guy who, because Kinzo is Kinzo, might have forced them to present as female, in which case they might have started to identify as female. They grew up more. They realized, oh, wait a second, I can't have a kid like normal. Like, maybe, like, I can kind of see that somewhat. "13 years old. 13 years old. Isn't that when puberty starts for a lot of people? Huh. Is it that? Is that what? Is that what happened 3 years ago that resulted in Canon's creation? Just kind of like this realization that you weren't like what you thought you were? That could make sense, honestly. That could make sense. Very interesting to think about. As Shannon looked up at the ceiling, she spoke of the imagined future she and George would create. Those same anxiety of the future appeared on her face. So did the joy of discovering what it was like to live with love. As Ken watched this vivid dream he was being shown, he knew that none of his words reached Shannon anymore. You can do just what you want.
姉さんは一度言い出したら
Once you say something, you're incredibly stubborn. Yep, I want to live my life my own way.
生きたいように生きてみたい。もう家具だからとか
I decided to stop worrying
人間だからとかそういうのに怯え
about whose furniture is who's human.
ようと思うの。
And once again, when Shannon and Cannon speak to themselves alone, a fuck ton is revealed, essentially. Like, that conversation was short, but I feel like we came out of it with so much information, it's kind of insane. Cannon walked over to the window silently. He saw the rose garden filled with boring gray flowers in bloom. He understood that Shannon was acting above her place. And he knew that her tale had no chance of a happy ending. However, he also knew that now Shannon had made her decision. No words of his could change her mind. In that case, it doesn't matter what I say. If I tell you to stop, you won't listen. When I tell you what you want, you'll do what you want. Why are you talking to me about this? It's not like you care about what my response is. But I want to know. It's how you feel about my lady. I have nothing to do with the two of you. Do you really? You absolutely nothing? For my lady? Victor's just come to a massive realization, I feel. No, I don't. As I keep telling you. Liar! Oh, what do you think? Why do you think that's a lie? Victor, you owed. I have to assume something happened. Okay. I think Carrie might have come to a massive conclusion, though. I feel like Carrie might have. But yeah, this is a internal debate, really, with Shannon trying to set everything aside to be with George. Okay. I read it. I'm your big sister. You don't know. You can't know what I'm feeling. Did she create canon just so she had a relation with Jessica? Apparently it really is by Queen Beatrice. Trying to push that canon so they can settle on a single course. I do. Now everything about you, Kanekun. As if it needed to be any more blatant at this fucking point. If you really do, then why are you asking? Your head and your heart are already full with your feelings for George-sama. And after that single-hearted devotion is what I love about you. That's why I'm rooting for you in your only way I can. You know that. Otherwise, even I. Even I would have loved to fall for my lady. Shannon finally turned to face her, honestly and openly telling her his real emotions. That was what Shannon wanted to hear. But yeah, if only one of them can find happiness, Ken is trying to step aside for Shannon. Interesting. And then Battler's fucking there. Oh shit. Oh wait, oh fuck, hold on, wait, oh fuck, oh shit. Oh. Oh, okay. I think that's starting to come into frame a little bit better there. If Balor had come a year before, there wouldn't have been a choice. She would have immediately gone, yeah, fuck yes, it's Balor. Fuck if he was there a year earlier or later. Yeah, motherfucker would have immediately dropped everything to go for him. Holy shit. If he remembered her promise, he would have immediately gone with her. Oh, fuck. No wonder. Oh, shit. How? It would have either been early or late. You don't think that's a good reason to kill everyone? Right here at this breaking point was the worst possible time. Either she would have made her choice immediately for Balor, or she would have already been married to George. No, you can't word that way. I won't let you. Then what do you want from me? What am I supposed to say? Don't try to dodge by saying that I would have loved to fall for her. All you need to do is honestly tell me what you really feel. My lady, it's too dazzling for me. Okay, so Canada doesn't fall for Jessica to the school festival and sees another side of her. The way she lives is blind like the sun. That's what I love about her. I was so happy when my lady stretched out her hand and asked me to walk with her. Which in the real game is her dressing up as a witch and singing. Oh fuck! Which in the original game is her dressing up as a witch and singing Surupatan, because that is really fucking funny. Oh, that is great! That is the fucking best argument. That is the best. No, I still am happy. Love her, don't you? Yes, I do. I love my lady. Well, that says Rush. That means Canon has the fucking best tastes. Canon has good taste confirmed. It's a funny thing to think about, Carrie. You can't lie. It's really funny to think about, at least. Finally, Canon confessed his feelings in their entirety. In fact, by saying aloud, he understood how he truly felt. Like passionate tears welled in his eyes, Canon finally accepted it. He couldn't stop the tears from dripping down his face. My lady was exactly like me. Locked in Rokujima, living without any hope at all. And that she was able to light her own path and create her own fate. You definitely getting the feeling that this is the theme of Balor's game, though? What, everyone fucking telling the truth finally? Ah, it took a while. She was so dazzling that I envied her. As though if I could be with her, I could trace my true self into the pitiful person I am now. You turned down my lady's confession. Were you sad? I was. Remember that line through yourself can be so sad, so painful, so excruciating.
お嬢様を傷つけたのがたまらなく許せなかった。
I just couldn't forgive myself for hurting my lady with that lie.
そんな自分に
Because I didn't have the right to fall in
もう
love
二度
ever
と恋
again.
をする資格なんてないと思ってた。
あるよ。
But you do.
恋の資
The
格
right to love.
自分
It's something only you can give yourself.
家具だからダメとかそんなの関係ない。
Being your furniture or not has nothing to do with
ダ
it.
メだって自分で決め
If
た
you do so know, they'll never
もうダメ
happen.
なの。決めつけちゃダメ。
You mustn't think that way.
だから私は与えたよ。この身の程知らずな家具の身に恋の資格を。
That's why I gave myself an improved furniture that I am. The right to fall in
だから
love.
カノン
And
君
you have
だ
it
ってある
too.
よ。
恋をする資格が。
The right to fall in love? Yes. If you can't give it yourself, then I will.
私のあげる。
ありがとう。
Thank you.
やっと
I feel as though I can finally
見られる気がする。
see the sea.
きっと
I'm certain.
ジョージ様
Tonight, George Selma,
私も
propose to me.
結婚すると思う。 求婚を
When he does, I will
私は受
accept.
けてこの島を出て
I'm telling you this island start a new life in a new world.
新しい天地で新しい生活をするつもり。
Yo, episode 2 reference. I feel like that's gonna be a constant thing. Is episode 3 gonna be about Eva? Probably. Maybe. Possibly. Be quite something.
それが姉さんの選んだ道だというなら
If that's the path you've chosen, then I have no more say in the matter.
わけがない。
この島を出て
I'll leave this island. I'll never return
こ
again.
の島へは二度と帰らない。カノン君とはお別れになる。
It would mean saying farewell to you, Kanekun.
そうだね。
You're right.
僕たちはお別れだね。
We won't see each other again, will we?
もし
If
カノン君
you love my leave from the bottom of your heart,
心の底から
if you honestly say that your feelings are at least as strong as the ones I have for George-san,
それが私のジョージさんへの思いと同じかそれ以上だと言えるなら私は
then you and I need to settle this.
決着をつけなきゃならない。
I see. I won't need to go more, so no.
姉さん、
Nissan?
それが
This way is best for both of us.
カノン君の思いを
Don't give up on your feelings on account of
理
me.
由に諦めないで。
僕のわがままが
Even though my selfishness might keep you from
傷つけるかも
happiness.
しれないのに。
私も自覚
I'm
して
fully
る。
aware of it.
私の
My
幸
happiness
せ
is hurting you as well.
カノン君を傷つけることを
We have no choice but to hurt each other. As she said this, Shannon turned her back to Cannon. As Cannon watched Shannon from behind, he was struck by her strength, and the sisterly love she showed and still thinking of him despite everything.
姉さん、
Nessan,
僕は
living with you made me happy.
一緒で幸せだったよ。
私もだよ。
Me too.
君がいて
I
く
wouldn't
れ
have
た
lasted this long without you.
今日まで頑張れた。
Okay. This is the moment where anyone fucking reading this shit realizes these are the same people, right? This is the moment where everyone goes, oh, they're the same. Okay, I get it now.
だから
And that's why I was able to meet
ジョージさん
George-san.
と出会えた。
Yeah,
僕も姉
and
さ
I
ん
wouldn't have realized how dazzling my lady is if it weren't for you.
お嬢様の眩しさに気がつけた。
私は
I won't abandon my
自
emotions.
分の思いを曲げない。その気持
I'll
ち
focus only on my feelings and ignore everything else. And look away when I trample over your heart.
カノン君の心を踏みにじることから目をそらさない。
Balor's many things, but subtle is not one of them. Absolutely correct, Victor. Took you a while later, Low. Really? Really? It didn't hit you until now that they were probably the same person? Damn. Well, you probably didn't have the advantage of having a fucking entire chat to help you think about, reflect your thoughts off of, you know? Me too. I won't use an excuse to hide the way I really feel. Whether my love bear fruits or yours does, let's each agree to celebrate the other. Yeah, we've been going back and forth, and back and forth through every episode over and over again. Yeah, essentially we're the reader who fucking goes, hold on, I need to analyze everything each time. If there's one big benefit to doing these streams over like a long course of time, it's that it gives us this time to look back, figure things out, think upon what's happened. Like, honestly, this is the perfect game for my stream schedule. It has been months, yeah. And for a mystery like this, being able to look back on everything and figure stuff out and piece stuff together and having time between, incredibly helpful. Yes, I promise. And if I win, I will love my lady and treasure you. Thank you. But if I win, I'll forget you in this island and leave this place forever. Okay. Yeah, you binged the entire game in like 2 weeks so you couldn't stop reading. Very, very understandable there, Ark. Incredibly understandable. Also, okay, so it's really clear what Shannon's saying. So Shannon confesses her love. You're pretty sure she created Canon to be able to fall in love with Jessica. It might be that case. I'm kind of confused by "and treasure you" line from Canon. So if Canon confessed to Jessica, I'm a bit confused what was going to happen there. Shannon is being incredibly blatant, though. Yes. Whichever of us wins, that person will pursue their love with all they've got. Even if they know that love will be unrequited. Yes, after all. We are furniture no more. He will treasure her because she won't exist anymore. I see. I'm gonna end it there. Ooh, that was tasty. I'm gonna end it there because this feels about like a good time. But that is tasty. That is tasty shit we got right there. Holy crap. Ooh, that's interesting. That is very... I'm fucking enthralled right now. Is she gonna do that as a one, so she create canon? Not incorrect there, probably. Man, it's so interesting. So, okay, we've got a good chunk of theories. We've got a good chunk of knowledge about, like, what might be happening with Shannon and Canon now. We might know why... We think we know why they call themselves furniture and shit. Like, oh, God. There's so much interesting things to think about now. So much. This is great. Love it. Adore it. Wonder. Great shit. I closed the game, and I still have a zoomed-in image on fucking screen. Hold on, I need to show this. Hold on. No, not that. Don't fucking go with that. Where is... Here we go. This... This is what I... This is what I opened up on when I closed the game. It's fucking great. Canon's refused to fall in love with Jessica's reflective inability to let herself be queer in 1986 Japan. He said it and he sounds haunts us. Absolutely goddamn correct, Darkbit. God damn it, Kenzo. Anyway, Kenzo jump scare, absolutely. Anyway. Thank you all again for coming to today's live stream. Hope you guys had a great time like I did. Oh, God, this is great. I love this. Oh, so good. If this is your first time coming, make sure to subscribe in the notification post or wherever I'm streaming, and then comment down below, and share the video around with you that may be interested. Umineko is picking up so much in so many interesting ways. So excited. I'm giddy. Woo! So until next time, thank you all again for coming, and now I'm gonna get up close. I'm gonna get quiet, and I'm gonna say goodbye.